A few years ago, I did something that changed the entire direction of my life. I tuned into my future self. I sat down and reached forward across my own timeline and found the version of me already doing the things that I wanted to do, already living the greatest life I could imagine. There he was. He began to guide me. It started as a hunch, a pull toward a certain direction, a certain person, a certain decision. And I followed it, and it put the right person directly in my path. Someone who had helped me build my community, my school group, then a sign pointing toward expanding on YouTube, and I followed it, and it worked. A nudge toward finding a real publisher, and the publisher appeared. A knowing that it was time to start doing live events, and events came together. Here's the part I need you to hear. Every single step was effortless. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott, and today we activate your future self. This is one of the most powerful activations I've ever created because it is built on the most powerful technique I have ever used. Today, you're going to reach forward across your own timeline and meet the version of you who is already living the life you want. You're going to let them show you that life. You're going to receive their guidance. And at the end, you're going to merge with them and walk away carrying an open channel to them that guides you from the inside for the rest of your life. And it is grounded in real physics, which I will show you because this is far more than a beautiful idea. It is how reality is actually built. A few years ago, I did something that changed the entire direction of my life. And I want to tell you exactly what it was because you're about to do it too. I tuned into my future self. I sat down and reached forward across my own timeline and found the version of me already doing the things that I wanted to do, already living the greatest life I could imagine. There he was. I could feel what his days were like. And then something started happening that I was completely unprepared for. He began to guide me. It started as a hunch, a pull toward a certain direction, a certain person, a certain decision. And I followed it. And it opened a door, then another hunch, and I followed that one, and it put the right person directly in my path. Someone who had helped me build my community, my school group, exactly what I needed when I needed it. Then a sign pointing toward expanding on YouTube, and I followed it. And it worked. A nudge toward finding a real publisher, and the publisher appeared. A knowing that it was time to start doing live events, and events came together. Here's the part I need you to hear. Every single step was effortless. Let me be precise about that word because I know how it sounds. Plenty happened, and I was fully in it. I worked and I showed up, but the work had a completely different quality to it than anything before. It felt less like pushing a boulder up a hill and more like paddling a canoe that was already moving downstream. The current was doing most of it. My job was simply to stay in the boat and steer toward the pull. And every time I trusted the pull over my own careful planning, the results were better than anything my planning had ever produced. I was being guided from the inside, hunch after hunch, sign after sign, each one bringing me somewhere better than the last, each one flowing into the next. And the whole time, it felt less like I was building a life and more like I was being walked home to one that was already waiting for me. And then I understood what was actually happening. I could see the path. There was a path laid out before me, a specific route from where I stood to the life my future self was living. And the more I tuned in, the more of that path became visible. And the more of it I walked, the more of it appeared. It kept unrolling in front of me the further I went. And somewhere in there, it hit me that this was the most powerful technique I had ever used in my life. More powerful than anything I had taught, and it expanded everything I had ever taught because it was doing the one thing all of it had been reaching for. It was pulling me forward into the life that was already mine. I want you to notice what kind of story that is because it is the opposite of the way most people are taught to build a life. Nobody had to grind. There was no white knuckle push, no forcing, no clawing my way up against resistance. It was the reverse of effort. I would get quiet, I would feel for the next pull, and then I would move in the direction of it. And the way would open. The publisher I'd wanted for years appeared through a single conversation I almost skipped. The person who helped me build the community arrived right as the thought of it was forming. And it all happened naturally. I wasn't looking, and the events assembled themselves out of what looked like a run of lucky timing. Except it kept happening again and again, far past the point where luck explains it. What was actually happening is that my future self could see the whole map, and I could only see the next step. And every hunch was them pointing out the next step. All I had to do was trust the pointing and take the step, and every step I took revealed the one after it. The way headlights revealed a road a little at a time on the darkest night. You never see the whole road, you always see enough. That is what we are activating in you today, the exact channel I opened, the very same pull. And I want to give you the ground it stands on, because there is far more than a beautiful idea. It is how reality is actually built. Here's why this works, and it is real. It comes straight out of physics. Time is something other than a river running from past to future. In the deepest models we have, the ones that come out of Einstein himself, every moment already exists all at once, laid out together in a single structure. The day you were born is still there. This moment is there. And the morning your future self wakes up inside the completed life is there too. As solid and real as the chair you are sitting in, existing at this very instant on a timeline as actual as this one. Which means your future self is alive somewhere in that structure now, already whole, already free, holding everything you are reaching toward. And there are infinite future selves. There are numerous different future selves you can tune into. By choosing the life you want, by tuning into it, you can make that particular timeline real by connecting with your future self. And that's what we're doing today. This is the most complete, advanced, and effective form of quantum jumping and reality shifting that is available today. And physics goes one step further into the part that makes all this possible. In experiments that have been run and confirmed, a choice made in the present appears to reach backward and shape what already happened. They call it retrocausality, and it means influence can travel backward through time. The future can touch the past. Sit inside what that means. It means your future self can reach back to you. It means the pull I felt, the hunches, the signs, the doors, were that future reaching backward down the line and drawing me toward it. And it means the same thing is available to you the moment we open the channel, because the version of you who already made it is doing something other than waiting for you to arrive. They are actively reaching back, pulling, guiding, arranging the path. Take that in, because it changes what human life even is. You are the near end of a line that stretches across time, and the far end of that line is already complete. Already luminous, already living the answer to everything you are working out, and the two ends of the line are in constant communication. The you here and the you there have been talking your whole life. Today, you simply turn toward the conversation and listen on purpose. And you have already felt this. Everyone listening has. Think for a moment when you simply knew something before you had any way of knowing it. A decision that made no logical sense and turned out to be the best one you ever made. There was a time you felt you should call someone, or take a different route, or walk into a room you almost avoided, and it changed everything. Or first meeting with a person who felt strangely familiar, as though you were remembering them rather than meeting them. Those were transmissions. That was one future self reaching back down the line, and you felt the pull. Sometimes it's the wrong future self, but some part of you always followed it. It's been happening your whole life, quietly underneath everything, whether you named it or not. Today, we simply turn toward it on purpose and turn the signal up and point it directly at the life you most want. And once that signal is strong, the way you live begins to change at the root. Choices get lighter, the right people begin appearing, timing starts working in your favor in a way that feels almost unfair. This is what happens when you stop navigating by willpower and start navigating by pull. You become a person that the future is actively steering, and the whole life rearranges to bring you home. This is a total shift in how your life moves. You stop pushing toward a future you hope for, and you start being pulled into a future that already exists. Everything gets easier from inside that shift because you are no longer forcing a river uphill. You are letting it carry you home. And when you truly take this in, something relaxes in you that has been braced perhaps your entire life, because if the future already exists, if it is already real and already reaching for you, then the pressure is off. There's no need to invent it out of thin air through the sheer force of your will. It is already there. Your only work is to tune to it, feel for the pull, and follow. That is a lighter way to live than anything you have known, and it is the truth of how reality actually operates, and you are about to feel it directly. The future is already real, and it is already reaching back for you. What we're doing here is an activation. It's not just me teaching you something. As you listen to my voice, as you take in the frequency and the carrier wave moving underneath the words, the channel is already beginning to open in you. It works below the surface mind, in the deep place where you have always known things before you had any way to know them, and it is opening at this very moment while I speak. Some of you already feel it arrive now, a warmth in the chest or the crown, a sense of presence gathering close, a quiet feeling that someone has stepped into the room. That is the connection forming, and it is real. Others of you feel a deep calm, a settling, and that is the same thing arriving in a different way. However it moves through you is exactly right. I've opened this channel in rooms full of hundreds of people at my live events, and I've watched the whole room light up at once, the field getting so strong you could feel it moving across your skin. That same field is forming around you now, and it is every bit as powerful as one person as it is in 1,000. So let yourself say yes to this. Not with effort, just a quiet inner yes, the kind you feel more than you think. Because the only thing the future self needs in order to reach you fully is your willingness to be reached, and something in you has already given it. You are still here because part of you recognizes this, because a part of you has always known that self was there, waiting, reaching, ready. And notice there's nothing to earn here, no test to pass, no readiness to prove. The future self loves you completely because it's you, exactly as you are. At this exact stage of the path, because they remember being here, and they remember how this moment felt, and they are grateful you arrived. All that is asked is your yes. Everything else they carry. Feel that yes settle into you, and feel the channel widen the moment it does. Let your body come to rest, wherever you are. Let the weight of you settle into whatever is holding you, and let your breathing begin to slow all on its own. Draw one slow breath in through the nose, all the way down, and let it out even slower, and feel your whole system drop into a lower, softer gear. Again, a long breath in, filling you from the base upward, and a longer breath out. And with it, a wave of ease moving down the shoulders, the chest, the belly, the legs. One more. And on this exhale, let the day dissolve. Everything you walked in carrying can simply set itself down, because none of it is needed for what comes next. What comes next lives in a deeper place, and you are sinking into that place now with every breath. More here, more open, more available. Feel your mind growing, beautifully quiet. The thinking part, the planning part, the softening and easing back. Because the place we are going is deeper than thought, and it opens most easily when the surface goes still. There's nothing to figure out here. There's only something to receive. Let yourself become receptive, soft, open, like still water that reflects the sky perfectly. And as you settle, feel how close they already are. Ahead of you on your timeline, the future you is fully aware of this moment. This particular future self remembers it. They remember being right where you are, clicking on this video, feeling exactly what you feel on the day the channel opened, because for them, it is already a memory, a beloved one, the turning point, and they've been waiting for this with a patience and a tenderness you can feel from here, because they remember how much this moment gave them, and they know with absolute certainty that you make it, because they are standing as proof. Feel the distance between you thinning with every breath. Feel them drawing near. Now lift the feeling inside you to meet them, because you tune to your future self the way you tune a radio, by matching the frequency, and the frequency is the feeling of the life already lived. Reach for the joy of it, the deep settled gratitude of the one who arrived, the relief, the freedom, the quiet astonishment of a life that turned out even better than the dream. Feel that right now in your body. You can choose to feel any feeling, so why not? Let that feeling rise in your chest, grow stronger and warmer, brighter and fuller, and as it rises, feel your own state lifting to meet theirs, the two frequencies climbing toward each other until they are almost the same note. Let the feeling grow until it fills the whole of you. This is the frequency of your fulfilled life, and you are broadcasting it now, and your future self hears it like a beacon and moves toward it. Feel them coming closer with every degree the feeling rises. The warmer you burn, the nearer they come. And now they're here, standing right in front of you, or beside you, close enough to reach. The same soul as you, further down the road, the same eyes that have seen the whole life unfold. Feel the sheer presence of them, the calm that comes off them, the love in the way they look at you. Take them in. This is you, arrived. This is who you are becoming, standing here in front of you as living proof that you make it. Feel how at ease they are in their own skin, how settled, how sure. Everything you are reaching for, they are already holding, and they come all this way down the line to show you that it is real. Look at their face. There's a lightness in it that you've been reaching toward your whole life, a peace that comes from having already crossed everything you are still crossing. See how they carry themselves? The unhurried ease of someone who has nothing left to prove and know where they urgently need to be. This is the bearing of a person whose life came together, and it is your bearing. And feel how they feel about you. There's no judgment in them, none at all, only love. Because they remember being exactly where you are, carrying exactly what you carry. And they know something you're only beginning to suspect, which is that it all works out beautifully. They are proud of you for arriving at this moment. They've been waiting for it on their end of the line for a long time. Let yourself simply be with them for a moment. Feel the bond between you, the recognition, the deep familiarity of meeting your own self across time. And now, they begin to show you the life they live. They open it to you, the way you would walk a beloved friend through your home, and it arrives whole and warm and complete. Feel the home they live in, the light coming through the windows in the late afternoon across the room they love most, the floor, the particular quiet of these rooms, the deep rightness of a door that is entirely their own. They walk you through it. Go to the window with them and see what they see when they look out from this life. Feel the place in this home where they are most themselves. The chair, the corner, the spot in the light. Feel how the whole house holds them, how it says without a word that they arrived. They show you the freedom of these days, waking with no alarm, the hours their own, the work they do now, only because they love it. They show you the money that is simply handled, the accounts full, the old tightness long gone, the quiet generosity of a person who has more than enough and gives from overflow. They show you the body that carries them through these days with energy to spare, strong and clear and at ease. And they show you the love in this life, the being seen and known and home with the people who cherish them. And they show you the reach of that wider life, the places they travel to, the work that grows beyond what you can currently picture, the people who come toward them, the good that keeps arriving from directions you never thought to watch. It's all one life, one texture, and they are letting you feel all of it. So you know in your body that it is real and that it is where you are going. Let them walk you into one ordinary morning of this life so you can feel how it lives day to day. Not a peak or celebration, just a regular morning. They wake in the home that is theirs. There's a quality to the light and quiet. They move through the first easy hour of a day that belongs entirely to them, and somewhere in that hour it settles over them, plainly and without drama, that this is simply their life now. This is how it feels every single day. Feel the ordinariness of it, because that is the deepest peace of all, the calm of living here, morning after morning, as the person you are becoming. And let them show you one thing you have never dared to picture, something waiting on the path that is even better than what you know to ask for, a turn still hidden from where you stand, a gift beyond your current imagining. Let it flash, just for a moment. Let it thrill you, because the life ahead is far larger than your present wanting. All of it, everything you just saw, is real. Lived by the one standing in front of you, and all of it waiting for you at the end of the path they're about to hand you. And now something begins to move between you, from them to you, the same guidance that walked me step by step into this life. This is the heart of the whole thing, the part that turns a beautiful vision into a life that actually changes. Because seeing the destination is one gift, and being handed the map to it is another entirely, and your future self holds the map. They have walked the exact road you are about to walk. They know which turns matter and which ones only look like they matter. And they're about to begin placing that knowing directly into you. They know the way. They walked every step of it, and they remember every turn between where you stand and where they stand. And now they begin handing it to you across time and space. Let it come. You may feel it as a wave of warmth, a current moving towards you and into you, a stream of quiet knowing. This is the path being written into you. There's so much they have been waiting to give you. Years of it stored up, held for the moment this meeting finally came, and it is here now. So let it pour in. Let it come faster than your thinking mind can track, because it is being written into a place deeper than thought, into the part of you that will simply know things in the days ahead without remembering how you learned them. Trust that all of it is arriving. Even what your surface mind cannot consciously catch, it is all being kept. Feel the download now. Now bring them a question, something real, something you've been carrying, a direction, a decision, a next step. Hold it gently in the center of your chest and offer it to them. You can say it out loud. The answer may arrive as a feeling, a warmth, a vision, an image, a sudden certainty that needs no proof. However it comes, take it in and trust it. Bring them another question, if you have one, from another part of your life entirely. Your work, your health, a relationship, a dream you have told almost no one. Hold it the same way. There are no wrong answers here. Begin a conversation with them, talk with them, ask them questions, or listen to them. Now, let them lead. Stop asking. Simply open and let them show you whatever they most want you to see. They can see the whole path. They can talk to you sometimes. Let them show you the next step on it, the very next door, the thing to move toward when you return to your day. Let it arrive. Now find the one that glows the brightest. Of everything they gave you, one piece will feel warm and alive with energy. It's bright. That's the first step on your path, the one they are pointing to, the one to act on when you return to your day after listening to this. Hold it, let it become certain. That is the pull. And following it is the whole path. It begins to unroll in front of you, exactly the way it unrolled for me. Now the final step, the one everything has been leaning toward, they are going to step into you. The two of you meeting across time are going to become one. Feel them move closer until they are standing in the very same place you are, facing the same direction. Their outline settling against yours, ready to merge. And on the next breath, feel them stepping in. Feel it begin at the feet, a warmth rising up from the floor as they align with you, their stance settling into your stance, rooting you where they are rooted. Feel it move up through your legs and the hips, steady and unhurried, their body coming into alignment with yours, filling the same space, breathing the same breath. Feel it rise through the spine, through the chest, the warmth spreading into the shoulders and down the hands, into the hands, until your hands are the hands that have already signed the papers and opened the doors and held the people you love. Feel it move into the throat and behind the eyes until you are looking out at the world through the eyes of the one who already made it. You are one now. Feel how it feels to be them. There's an ease here that runs all the way down, a body that is calm because it knows everything worked out. A mind that is quiet because there's nothing left to worry toward. From inside this self, the whole life looks obvious, already handled, already yours. And every dream can come true. You can do anything, be anything, have anything, experience anything. There is no limit to what you can experience. This unlocks everything. You want to win the lottery, win the lottery. You want to live in that dream home, you want to go on that vacation, you want to have that job. None of it is limited for you. You have access to all of it because you're connecting to the future self that has done all of it. Feel their knowing settle into you. They carry a certainty you have reached for your whole life, a bone-deep confidence that comes from having already lived the answer to every question that used to keep you up at night. That certainty is yours now. Feel it. Fill your chest and steady your spine. From here, doubt has no place to stand because you are looking back at the finished life. And you can see that every worry resolved, every fear proved groundless. Every obstacle became a doorway. You simply made it. You're wearing the proof. Just sit here for a moment and let your whole body learn this state, because this ease is your true home frequency now. This is what you feel like with nothing to prove and nowhere to push, standing inside a life that already worked out. Every cell takes the recording of it, the calm, the certainty, the quiet joy of arrival, so that from now on, some part of you always knows the way back to this and can find it again the moment you reach for it. And notice that the fear you may have walked in with has quietly gone. From the inside, there's nothing to fear because you are standing past the finish line, looking back. And from here, you can see that the very things that frighten you now become the doorways you walk through. What looked like a wall was a door. What looked like a setback was a turn in the path. You know that now. from the inside because you already lived it. Carry that knowing back with you. Let it change how tomorrow feels. Say this with me. I have merged with the one who already made it. I am one with my future self now. And feel this connection settling itself in place, becoming a permanent part of you. This channel stays open long after this recording ends. Your future self keeps broadcasting the way they have their whole life. And now you know the frequency and you can find it again anytime you grow quiet and reach for the presence just behind you. A few slow breaths, a turn of your attention, and they're there. In the morning, you can ask them where to step. In the evening, you can feel what they want you to see. This becomes the truest guidance system you will ever carry, better than just basic intuition. Because it is you arriving from the place where it all came true. Make it a practice the way I did. In the morning, before the day pulls at you, drop in for a moment, feel for them, and ask where to go. Through the day, when a hunch arrives, treat it as the message it is and move toward it. In the evening, sit with them and feel what they want to show you about the day you just lived. I believe that they're creating a copy, a fully downloadable copy that has all their memories that you can access. It's not like a version of you is sitting in the future and creating some sort of psychic connection with you, because that version of the future would be no fun for them. On a metaphysical level, just like with the higher self, a copy of that version of the future self is sent back to you to guide you. That's what's happening. The more you do this, the stronger the signal becomes, and the more of the path appears, and the faster it carries you until following the pull becomes simply how you live. And this is how the whole thing completes itself. They send, you receive, you follow the pull, and each step you take makes you a little more of them. Until one ordinary morning you wake up and realize you are living inside the life they showed you today. And it is you now, reaching back down the line to the one you used to be, pulling them forward exactly as you were pulled. This channel stays open. You are being pulled forward into the life that is already yours now. Say it with me. I am being pulled forward into the life that is already mine. Now just begin to come back now. This is activation. It's not really a meditation, but you have been placed into a trance state, utilizing the language if you followed what I said. So just come back now. You're not leaving anything behind. The merge stays woven into you. The channel stays open. And everything you receive today comes back with you. The memories, the guidance, the glowing next step, and the deep new certainty that the life is already real and already reaching for you. And notice you feel different. Lighter, surer, as though something that was uncertain in you has quietly settled into knowing. That is the merge woven in now, and it stays. The version of you who walked into this recording reached toward a future they hoped for is being replaced gently and permanently by the version who has been there, who has seen it, who now simply walks toward what they know is waiting. Take a slow breath and let it seal all of this into you. The meeting, the life they showed you, the guidance they placed in you, the merge, and the glowing next step. It's all yours now, woven in and permanent. Feel your body here again. The surface holding you, the room returning. Feel the gratitude rising for this astonishing fact that you can reach your own future and let it guide you home. And it is done. Channel is open, the merge is set, the pull has begun. You will feel them in the days ahead, in the hunch that arrives with a weight on it, the sign that catches your eye, the door that opens when you were sure there was a wall. That is your future self. Reaching back, drawing you forward. Follow it. Every time you follow it, more of the path appears. And more of it becomes yours, exactly the way it happened for me. And expect it to begin quickly. The channel is wide open now, freshly activated, and your future self has been waiting a long time for this door to open. Signs will come. The right people will begin to appear. Opportunities will arrive from directions you never watched. Move toward them. Trust the pull. and watch how fast the life you visited today begins to assemble itself around you, because you are no longer hoping for it. You are being pulled home to it, and it is pulling back. The thing I did a few years ago that changed the direction of my life, you have now done. You have activated this future self. You reached forward. You found the one already living it, and you opened the channel that pulls you toward them. From here it unrolls. Be sure to check out my future self meditations that I have posted. Also, be sure to join my school community where we do a group future self walk-in meditation. And be sure to sign up for one of my events where over a 3-day period, we custom tailor this and create an event for you where you truly merge with the future self. This has changed everything for me, and I'm going to dedicate my life to making sure others have access to this technique, because I want you to live the greatest life you can imagine. When the first sign comes, and it will come soon, follow it. And then come back and tell us in the comments what happened. Tell us what you saw, what your future self showed you, what the glowing next step turned out to be, and where following it led. Because someone is going to find this carrying a dream they're afraid to believe in, and your story becomes the thing that lets them reach for theirs. Your account of your own future becomes their permission to reach for theirs. You are the magic. You always were. And now you have met the proof of it. The one already living everything you're reaching for, living that great life with the perfect love, in perfect health, with great prosperity, freedom. All the things that you want are available to you. So go live your day and listen for them. They are already guiding you. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com, and you're invited to join the Reality Revolution community on School with links in the description, where we go deeper into this work together every week. I'm sending all my love and light, and imagining you out there being pulled forward into the life your future self has been holding for you all along. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. Hey, welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm Brian Scott. Over the last year, I have had the honor of hosting some amazing live in-person events, something I never thought that I would do. And I have grown and changed so much in these experiences. The opportunity to meet so many of you, to shake your hand, to hug you, to hear your stories, to watch the way that you grow, to see your changes, to get to know you. So many of you have followed my channel. It's been such an exciting experience. So when we were thinking about our next event, we decided we wanted to do something a little different. So many of you have found me through my teachings on money, on large sums of money, on the affirmations that I use. And so we brainstormed and came together with an amazing event. Over 3 days, we've planned out some of the most incredible meditative techniques, exercises, and teachings that I have ever done. 9 immersive meditations, all designed to shift you into the reality where large sums of money come to you easily and quickly. There is nothing I want more than for you to experience absolute prosperity. I want you to live a life where you are free to do what you want when you want. I want you to be able to choose when you wake up, when you go to sleep. I want you to lead a business that empowers you, that fulfills you. I want you to live a life where you choose where you live. You live in your dream home. You travel the world. I want all of this for you, and it's available to you. I believe when we come together at these events, magic happens. And so I want to have the opportunity to become a catalyst for you, to join me for 3 days so that we can manifest the most incredible life for you, one that makes you incredibly prosperous, where you tune into infinite streams of money. You walk through storms of money all around you. You experience it in every way, shape, and form. Large sums of money are coming to you. Join me in Austin on September 18th through the 20th at the Hyatt Regency. You can find the link in the description at www.brianscottlive.com/Austin-2026.